Hey everyone, Decav13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Metaphor ReFantazio. Alright, with all our business done here on Virga Island, we're gonna rest up and make our way over to Altaberry tomorrow.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I must say, I am sad to leave this island if for no other reason than every meal here has been an utter delight. I'm almost certain you said the same thing when we left Brylehaven. And Martira. A new world of cuisine is but a few days away if you'll just be patient. Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Wow, you're really taking this hard. Well, when you said your goodbyes to the people and the food, meet at the Gauntlet Runner.
Hold on.
Okay then.
Right, isn't it?
Let's see.
All right, then.
I think there's a market down here that I need to have knowledge for, right? I didn't get around to using. It was this one here, yeah?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, I don't have enough wisdom. Wisdom is my only thing not at 4.
Hey, mister.
Alright then. Well, let's head over to the Gauntlet Runner then.
Let's go.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altaberry region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan. As soon as we get to Altaberry, we give Luis the fake lance Nurus made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this, once and for all. He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out.
Yeah, damn, that's very convincing, Yaris. Oh, that's the real
What
one.
do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altaberry, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. Think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real lance.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted. Anchors away, what?
Aye aye, me hearties!
Yufa, you're adorable.
What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors? Mr. Buckland was very specific.
What kind of weird thing is this Batlin teaching you?
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back. With some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Of course.
Yes, certainly.
Alright. 1, 2...
This is Altaberry
Okay,
Heights.
3 days.
We'll make faster progress back on land.
Snow, huh? There's a little bit in this region here. Okay. So we got 1 day at sea. and 2 on land.
But
this here?
isn't that...
Malva. Alright. This...
Ah,
2 nights, 3 days.
Oh.
Tally
Yeah.
ho then.
Don't wanna get Stroll's stomach too upset from the waves.
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed.
Alright, 2 more days until we reach Altabury, I think. Yeah, we don't have to worry about the sea monster anymore.
Alright then.
Alright, so I want to get my wisdom up. Yeah, with Hulkenberg,
Alright,
then.
then.
Unless someone else wants to... Nope. Alright, Hulkenberg.
All right. You see?
Even with Magic Igniter at my feet, piece of foot soldier was unable to retaliate and defeated.
What should we do?
That means...
My archers can engage them from afar.
'Tis true.
Ah.
Now
Oh,
then.
probably cavalry then. Hey, 4.
Wisdom.
Alright.
Why, that's
Well, at least we got everything up
Well
at
then.
4 now.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
To smack into my mic there. Probably gonna hear a weird sound there.
Indeed.
Alright, let's see some real quick
What
with my
now?
items. Ooh, I do have quite a few of these.
I have retained my edge.
Okay, that does get you to
Steady
20
effort is key.
perfectly. Agility by 2, nice. More agility on Ismay is always good. Right, I need Seeker 10 as well. Okay, well,
I see.
let's get him started on Seeker too. Getting Seeker to 10 shouldn't be too bad.
This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I have retained my edge.
Let's see. Elusive Dream. Lurking Nightblade. And Akasha. That should be good. Let's see. A lot of people with imagination.
Alright then.
Oh, everyone. Imagination. No, let's hang out with someone. Let's hang out with, Yufa.
Pardon me, but...
I have I've only heard about the outside world from imported books and my brother's stories. I can't believe that starting today I will travel those lands myself. I would never have had the confidence to attempt such a venture on my own. I am truly glad to have met you and everyone else, Heldrick. I'm glad I was able to meet you too, Yufa.
I do believe.
To meet all of you and embark on this journey, it almost feels as though all this was guided by the will of a greater power. Speaking of which, Juna graciously gave me some advice about trips such as this one. She said, make sure you keep one eye on your wallet whenever you're in town, and never ever ever follow a stranger somewhere. Juna's kindness truly knows no end. I feel quite lucky to go on a trip with so many people watching over me. Oh, that reminds me. I meant to ask you, what were things like when you began this journey, Heldrick? I must admit, I am somewhat curious about the place where your mission began. It is my hope that one day when all this is over, that I may visit it.
All right.
Yeah, it's a lot of imagination. Oh, I'm sorry. I was having so much fun talking with you, the time escaped me. Is it alright if we continue? Yufa and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that...
We now stand among the mountains. I have long gazed at the peaks of Montario from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close. Altibury remains cold year-round, so quite accordingly, its people have perfected the art of piping hot stew. And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom as well. I suppose that will be the stage of our confrontation with Luis.
I guess.
Let's keep our hopes high. Tall mountains are on the horizon.
So?
Let's see. Let's work on courage with Stroll.
Hey. Now then. However...
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Come look at this!
Ahoy, you lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff, a bluff so tremendous it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it, perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation. None can say.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something like this. Indeed. Falling off that precipice would be unfathomably terrifying. And exhilarating, I imagine. I'd like to try jumping off it. Damned boar-faced sanctus scullions!
What?
Yeah, oi, what's gotten into you? My, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I'm reminded of the time you were all yelling at me before. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit. But if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in a roach-infested inn! I feel you. I'm with you there. How amusing. I would also like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intended to do it, but the words just won't come out at all, and this girl is just too charming. Never change, love. Well, does anybody else have something to yell about?
All right.
As for me,
Oh, I suppose it's old Nurse's turn. I've prepared a list of complaints that I wish I could recite to you all on a daily basis, and... rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold. Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on these distractions. But I must scream! As always, I've drawn the place. Here.
The Gauntlet Runner stops amidst rocky
Let's
terrain
go one more
as
of those before we hit
twilight
Altenbury.
envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters, peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the Gauntlet Runner can provide.
We've only got a limited amount of time left to enjoy these quiet moments. Once we get to Altenbury, well, you know what's gonna happen. Very true, very true.
All right then.
Let's see.
Let's go.
Who's in the lounge? That Yufa? I was thinking work on wisdom, but
Pardon me,
honestly,
but-
I might as well just hang out with Yufa, since she gives such a big boost to imagination.
Actually,
There are a lot of Mustari teachings related to eating. To give just one example, you must not eat the pig puff fish, which is a messenger of God, nor can you catch a lintadile on the night of a full moon, as is considered unclean.
Well,
That's pretty interesting. Isn't it? I've heard that there are no such teachings in Sanctism. Rules such as these were put in place because some animals are poisonous, and others are aggressive at certain times of the year. So you see, there are valid reasons behind many of the Mustari tribe's teachings. It's not all primitive superstition,
just one thing.
although we are also partially responsible for outsiders' tendency to misunderstand us, since we are so secretive. I do think the Mustari should change, if only gradually.
all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was having so much fun talking with you, somehow the time escaped me. Is it alright if we continue?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Alright.
Tis nearly time.
'Tis only a ways further till we reach Altenbury. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saint's Day. I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later, we have to hand Dracodius over to him. One must wonder what the brothers will tell him of our time on the island. I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details.
Got it?
We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it. Raining, huh? That's never usually a good sign. When it rains at an important moment. Tonight we'll deliver the lands to Luis.
Got a sec?
This will be the last time we'll be able to relax for a while. Once we arrive, we'll be jumping right into it. I can't blame you for feeling nervous. After all, we know what's coming. Let's see. I do want to change archetypes around. I want to go over to Cleric again. I can change Juna back over to Wizard. You can stay as Summoner. And everyone else is good as they are, too. Alright, what are we working on today?
Alright then. Let's head there right away.
Chest with Hulkenberg. Imagination with... Yeah, let's hang out with you for one more time.
I'm very happy.
I think I hear wolves howling in the distance, but there's no way they could be so near the Gauntlet Runner, could they? Clear away your thoughts, Heldrick.
May I?
During meditation, you must do naught but feel yourself where you are, in this time and place, and accept it. No matter what you hear, just listen. Let things be as they are. Abandon yourself to the great flow of everything. I should try to do what Yufa is telling me. Let things be as they are. But how? I'm going to try breathing deeply. I feel like I'm gazing down at myself and all that surrounds me from high above the ground.
All right.
Farewell.
It seems you've relaxed a little, so let's keep this up a bit longer, shall we? I continued to meditate with Yufa for a while.
Nura speaking.
Oh, another stop.
Before Altabury's mountains, the Gauntlet Runner sets upon the murky graveyard.
Oh,
The
those are
colossal
some
bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land
interesting
was a
bridges.
fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Whoa. Oh, this place is creepy as hell.
Just look at it.
Oh, those bridges are huge! It is an area defined by numerous valleys. The bridges connect the flatlands and increase the amount of places in which people may live. Ah, that makes sense. But if these bridges were to fall in battle, those people would end up isolated.
Hey.
Yes, all very fascinating, but have you looked at what's directly in front of you? Those are the bones of people, aren't they? They are the remains of those who fell during the Annex War. This was the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial. War is tragic, and we shouldn't disrespect the fallen here.
Yeah.
Indeed. I can't bear to think of something on this scale happening again. It brings me no pleasure to see it, yet 'tis valuable experience to honor the cold reality of battle beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts. That is why the magla that drifts through this place carries such an oppressive weight. I can feel the sadness and regret born of those whose lives came to an end here.
All right.
Hey.
Something wrong, Nurse? Your face has gone blue.
Hmm?
Perhaps this place scares you, Nurse? My powers of imagination are more robust than most. Why, Nurse, I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. You're a more gentle soul than I gave you credit for. Too true, too true. Before all else, I am a delicate flower.
Well then.
Shall I make a quiet departure so as not to rouse the dead?
That's my fault.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
Yeah. Decisive battle is upon us. -5 degrees. Ooh, cutscene.
The seat of sanctism. Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus Scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
We decided to present Luis with Dracodios, Lance of the Dragon God, aboard his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius. Let's hope he doesn't find out the lance is a fake.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphazia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done. At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Forden. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raise their village to the ground. The Caradrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
What?
Why are you surprised? At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
What a douche.
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your will. Take care of yourselves. Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the second day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
This is where Forden dies. He and Sanctism itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Louise, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my solo, of course. The rest is up to you.
You have all performed admirably. You exceeded my every expectation. Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign. Understood. For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
It seems the land's passed muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
You okay, Yufa?
Yufa? Are you okay?
He would have destroyed my home. How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt?
Because he's nothing more than a disgusting monster.
I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart. Now, you made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
Alright.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out. It's cold.
Yeah, I'm freezing my wings off.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I doubt you'll find any of those here.
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Huh.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Speaking of,
If it is Mustari-owned inn we seek, then I know of one in the center of town. It is called the Skyward Tavern. I recall it being rather pleasant, with very little that would point to its Mustari roots.
certainly.
It was on Dia Franco Street, if I'm not mistaken. So cold. At least Hulkenberg's in her element. Can we get there? Can we get going before we freeze, though?
Well met, eh?
All right.
Proper aces. Aha. Your cripes.
Oh, it's the mag broker.
Forden's the only game in town.
Oh, can I go turn in this bounty I have?
Uh-huh.
All right. Fine.
Forden's the only game in town.
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
Say there.
Hey, mister!
My money's on Santa Fe. That damned Louis. Aha. You're not serious.
Oh, people are definitely recognizing us now.
How grand.
Up. Went the
All right,
wrong way. Didn't need to go up here.
Hello there.
Yeah, amazing.
Oi! Oi!
Welcome. Wait. A band of youths with a knight and a Ujief. Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
Ah.
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mustari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphausia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Edria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mystari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have. And, well, it's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
Thank you. We're in your debt.
Wow, this place is
Look,
fancy.
they've got food and booze here too. And it's so much cooler, which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
It seems they have an imitation of the island spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
That's not exactly something we do, Yufa.
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
So we seek to assassinate Luis. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
First, the when. Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage.
Right.
And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he uses civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him.
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
We join his personal guard ourselves?
I considered that, but it might be tricky. We can't guarantee he'd allow it, and besides...
The real lance is overflowing with maglev. It would be a dangerous gamble to keep it on hand. That sort of power is easily noticed.
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance? Pierced him through from a distance? Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
According to Juna, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly. Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
Luis would be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
Right.
There is no other opportunity. Luis intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
Yeah, even if it is risky, we have to go through with it.
But who's actually going to do the throwing?
I'd rather leave it to you. With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference. And besides, laugh, if you like. I know it sounds silly, but I really do believe you have the power to change fate itself.
Indeed. Everyone here knows that firsthand.
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Will you do it, Captain?
I planned to from the beginning.
Right. I see. Well then. We're counting on you. On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
Don't worry about it.
I know there's a lot weighing on your mind right now, but let's just try to get some rest and prepare for tomorrow. It'll get even colder at night, so try not to get sick. The fact that the lance passed muster is a testament to Norris's skill. Sometimes the man can achieve truly amazing things. Even now he's holed up in the runner, working away, tuning something or other with the usual vigor, I don't doubt. He has quirks, to be sure, but there can be no mistaking that he's a great credit to our endeavors. That was my first time seeing snow. It was so cold, I shivered. What a sensation! Alright, Juna's going to meet up with us later tonight because she got so many things to do behind the scenes. Heldrick, you go ahead and rest up. You've got a big role to play tomorrow yourself, after all.
So this is all Tiberi, eh? Colder climes tend to inspire stronger drinks among its people. But all that could wait until after our business is finished. Once we've trounced Luis, I can think of no better celebration than a good stiff drink.
At last.
Tomorrow is finally Saint's Day. Luis will show his face, and with the real lance we'll... Don't worry. I'm prepared to do what we must. The man must be stopped. I get the feeling things might not end up working out as we want them to.
Good night.
Just a feeling.
What's wrong, Del? You've been quiet for a while now.
That lance they handed over, you think it's real? Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island? Shite. How'd they... Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely? That good enough for you, brother? Del. You remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Or something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
Well, yeah, obviously, but... What was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice? This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del. That really impressed me, like... I don't know how to say it, but... It was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
So that is the side they serve.
Uh-oh.
Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry. Whether Fordens or our fallen kings. It was splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
Time marches
Oh
on,
no.
and the age
So
of a
he's
new
had someone
king
watching us
draws
the entire
nearer.
time. Yeah, I mean, that figures.
The Saints' Day festivities in Alderbury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God! And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go-around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail, thought lost to history. From candidate Julian, can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint. We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks. But the news on everyone's lips is the announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island. Meanwhile, candidate Forden too may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history. Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants. This will be no minor bout, that's for certain.
Right. That's everyone. Let's go over the plan one last time. First, infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you, and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night. Luis said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius. Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
We'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants.
Well, see you at the show.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
Alright. Time has come.
Right.
We'll finally settle the score with Luis.
It'll be okay.
I know you'll be able to do it. The Opera House is located at the highest point in the city. It'll just be you and Yufa in there, so make sure you both are geared up for anything.
What now?
Okay, just me and Yufa, huh? Okay, I have healing. And some magic. As for Yufa, I think we'll be okay.
All right then.
Yeah, amazing.
Hello there.
How grand. How grand. That's not what I...
Oi, oi! I won't let it stand.
Okay, let's save.
Check this out.
This here's the surface entrance. Juno's supposed to do something about the guards before the night of the performance. Wanna wait until then? You ready to do this? From here on, it'll just be you, me, and Yufa. We won't be able to contact the others. Make sure your equipment is where you want it before we set out. Need to make any changes? We're ready to go as we are. Alright, let's follow the plan and wait here.
Got it.
Alright, the guards have left their post. Juno's done her job admirably.
Onward.
And she has unlocked the surface entrance for us as well. Let us enter and remain unseen.
Alright.
Infiltration successful.
So,
This way should lead to the backstage. From there, we climb to the roof and then atop the chandelier.
Yes.
I'm en route to the auditorium, just on the other side. I'll have to lure those brothers out somehow.
So,
Stroll and I will secure an exit route with all speed.
Yeah.
We split up from here. Let's all do our parts and regroup. Good luck.
let's go. All right.
Let's start the operation. We need to get up on that chandelier and be in position before Juno finishes singing.
I'm sure of it.
And to get on that chandelier, we first need to reach the roof. That's right. Juno laid it out for us. We head backstage and we should be able to go up from there.
Time to go.
Understood. Let us be on our way then.
First,
Why is this happening?
Ridiculous. You're not serious.
look.
Here's the door leading backstage. We should be able to access the roof from in there. What's up with this guy standing in front of the door muttering something?
Oh,
Has something happened, do you think? Oh, bollocks, did I drop it somewhere?
Hey,
Hey, is something wrong? Oh no, it's just that it seems I dropped my key somewhere, so now I can't open this door. Of all the times, it has to be when we were busy beyond belief. I guess I'll just have to go get the spare. He left. Now we've got a locked door to deal with.
actually,
That man works here, I suppose. And he dropped his key. So finding it will be our plan back on track. Let's scour the area.
if so,
We might also ask the patrons about the key. In such a crowd, someone is bound to have seen it.
then
You're not serious.
oh my.
I heard from that roguish crier. Did you really go all the way to the pagan islands for a divine relic? This crier said you found something amazing on the island, but he's just spinning tall tales, isn't he? Or was there?
Same.
The monk army seems to be on high alert today. They've even brought guard dogs along. Perhaps it's because Luis is here. But the royal magic would prevent any sort of assassination, would it not?
yep, we're safe.
Speaking of which...
I've heard rumors about you. They say you killed the sea monster outside Brylehaven. Which means the head his eminence brought to the exhibition was fake. An elder spitting in the church's face. You're an interesting fellow.
Damn, Luis.
Oh, the
I'm
rejection
starving. I
toward
knew
the
it. I should
dead.
have brought something to eat.
Hey,
Ridiculous.
Not here either. Damn, where did I drop it?
Why is this happening?
String of some sort.
honestly.
Shouldn't have been assassinated autocrat.
Why is this happening?
I mean, you're right, but still. Gold tooth. How does that end up on the floor? Our search is yielding more peculiar items than keys. Necklace.
What's this?
What if? What am I to do?
What rotten luck. My shoelace has to break now of all times. The Crown Theocracy officials have already gathered, but I can hardly tend to them with my shoelace like this.
I am sure of it.
That's right, we picked up a string earlier, did we not? Perhaps she could make use of it. I handed over the leather string. Yufa's staff is kind of bugging out a little bit.
Close your aid.
Huh? Use this? Well, I suppose it could be a shoelace replacement. Thank you. I wish I had a more proper reward for you, but I don't. Still, this cake is famous here and tasty, I promise.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, we can give that to the hungry woman. We've lost items today. Here, glass due. Hideous without my tooth. This is a disaster.
That reminds me.
Well, yeah, here's that gold tooth.
Thank you
Oh,
very
my
much
tooth.
indeed.
You spied my distress and sought to rectify it, didn't you? I'm saved. Now I can socialize without appearing to be some gap-toothed yokel. As thanks, take this key. I picked it up in the corridor earlier, but I couldn't risk telling the attendant. With the gap in my teeth, can you imagine? Oh, cool. Make it a reward if you return it. Oh, and don't worry about me. I'm fine now that I can that my smile can shine. Ha ha ha.
Is this perhaps?
Hey, this is the key we've been looking for, yes? We found it. I feel like our rewards seem more like errands, but all's well that ends well, I guess. Let's go try this key out.
Yay, we've done it!
Alright, well, that fixed that problem.
Ridiculous. You're not
Use the rear entrance key.
Yay, we've
It's open.
done it!
We can finally proceed.
Ready?
Let's go.
Check this out.
With that curtain, we should be able to go backstage from there. I guess it makes sense there are guards. Not many of them, though. Should we just push through?
No.
It would be a great risk. If we draw attention here, we'll not shake it off easily. You have a point. Wish we had a surefire plan for this.
What?
Huh?
What?
Why is it so dark all of a sudden? What the? What's happening? What's wrong with the lights? Couldn't happen at a worse time. Can't have this ruin the Saints' Day festivities.
So apparently...
That takes care of that.
What?
Stroll. So the lights... I asked Hulkenberg to do it. They won't be in the dock forever, so get moving while you can.
That was a great help.
Thank you.
Got it?
Once the exit route is secured, Hulkenberg and I will regroup with you. The rest is up to you, Heldrick.
Let's go.
Let's sneak through while the lights are out. Follow me. Oh?
Future is uncertain.
What? The backstage passage lights are out?
That is...
Yes, it was just reported. We've already fixed the issue, but we can't figure out how it happened. Either a simple accident, or... I believe I charge you with security of the venue. I presume everything is in order. Rest assured, Your Eminence, I will have it investigated immediately.
Understood?
Increase security. Call in the reserves, too. We can't be too careful. Not even the rats get through. Batlin's back here, too.
Yes.
Yes, sir, as you wish.
Good grief.
Air's getting a bit thick in here. Bigwigs seem to have a lot on their hands keeping order.
Now then.
Well, I suppose that's my cue.
Now!
And now, at long last, we come to the highlight of the festival. The dedication ceremony for the divine relics will begin very soon.
Take a look.
Gathered here are the only competitors fierce enough to have survived the first round and gotten their hands on a relic.
At last.
I hear cheering. Sounds like it's getting underway. They'll probably have some official do a preamble for a while. Then they'll start the actual dedication. Juna's set to sing after that. We need to be on the chandelier by then.
Got a sec?
If we get into any fights, they'll target Yufa first, since you're protected by the royal magic. Make sure you keep an eye on her, Heldrick.
Let's go.
We have to be smart about this. The plan won't work without you or Yufa.
Let's hurry.
Okay, so protect Yufa. That's a lot of dogs.
No way. No choice.
I see the end. Oh.
How's that, Dad?
Marvelous.
Useful, I think. No choice but to cut through them.
I'll just... Hey, clowns.
Who's there?
Someone's back here. You! Aren't you that elder candidate? Got caught right away. Now we've got no choice but to force our way through. Must have been you who cut the lights. dogs of Luis! You won't wreck Saint's Day on my watch! Careful, the royal magic protects him. It'll surrender if we kill his allies. Aim for the Mustari girl.
Watch out!
So we're doing it this way. If Yufa falls, the mission fails. Be careful.
I'll take the rear. I can
Put
do
you in
it.
the back row.
It is your turn!
The power of heal.
Win! One left.
Witness the power of sanctism. I won't lose.
Be purified!
Vida's power.
Yay, we've done it!
There wasn't another way around over here, was there?
How nice. This should prove useful.
Oh, maybe there was. Not that I saw it. Okay, I see. It's either run through the dogs or fight the guards.
That should come in handy. Pocket it.
Honestly, the guards are the easier fight.
Oh, really now?
Aha! So you're our mysterious intruder, little elder boy.
I shan't let you
The
pass.
Saints' Day festivities will not be interrupted. In his name, I shall render God's judgment upon you. We have time for your quips, guys. Let's take them out, Heldrick. Wrong choice. As you're protected by the royal magic, you start us to force with the you force us to start with the pagan girl.
I'll take the rear. I pray you're ready.
Ooh, resist wind.
The power come forth, royal soul.
Witness the power of sanctism. Take this.
Trivial.
Come at me.
For victory!
It's up to you.
I shall seize
Ooh.
my chance. Take this. This is God's judgment.
Great Earl.
Uh-oh.
Kneel before him.
Damn it, they found Yufa's weakness.
I won't lose.
Fire! One left.
That I shall take a defensive stance.
I'll take Yufa guard.
Dear God.
Flare it! Burn!
Expose
Now is
your
the time to
sin. I shall
defend.
seize my chance. Take this. I won't lose.
I won't hold back! Scour!
There we go. Okay, let me heal up Yufa. Alright. So we got one more.
What?
What the hell? The one on the right, oh, the one in the middle right looks promising. Oh,
We found something.
You've done it. Let's take it. We
yeah,
may
there's
yet find
chests,
use
but I
for
really
it.
don't feel like going for all those. There we go. Yeah, past all these guys.
No. Looks like they found us.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Just a couple guards left.
What?
What the? Where'd you come from? Did you defeat the guards below? Sorry, we don't have time. Let us through, we'll make you. Take not one step further. The Theocracy's monk army will be respected. The Elder is a candidate. He's shielded by the royal magic. So aim for the Mustari girl first.
We can make short work of
We've
them.
come too far to fall here. Let's go, Heldrick.
From a distance, if we all work together.
Let's do this!
The enemy still stands.
Oh, that almost killed him. That's
fine.
Take this.
That's fine.
Trivial.
That's fine too.
I'm counting on you.
Let us combine our
My
powers.
powers support your side.
One more remains. I am capable too.
Come at me.
I'm capable too.
Yeah!
That takes care of all the guards. Let's head for the roof.
Well,
What the hell
now
is this?
is unbelievable! Sanctifex Forden's relic appears to be a colossal chalice. I'm told it's believed to be an ancient artifact called a Holy Grail. Truly, a relic to put all others to shame.
The pagans looted this from the church's vaults in antiquity. God, in his omniscience, is said to have imbued it with his essence, giving it the power to make wishes come true.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
And how did such a glorious relic come into your hands?
We simply preached his holy works and spread the teachings. Mutual dialogue was what won the day.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Through guided prayer, anyone can be saved. And we may see God's blessing in all things.
Just incredible. But if anyone could do it, it's Sanctifex Forden.
I think it's obvious whose doing it is.
I suppose that marks His Eminence Forden as the sole winner. Even to an amateur's eye, no other relic could compete.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Sanctifex Forden. Now, continuing on.
Wait, Forden was last to present? That's not right. We've not seen Luis yet, or the island team.
Is there an issue?
No. I think we're finally having a show end without incident. After all, these were originally Sanctus relics anyway.
So they didn't have us present, huh?
Well, it looks like that's all the divine relics our candidates found across the land. The top-ranking faces will be announced during tomorrow's festivities. And now, it is my distinct honor to present a one-act
piggyback up
opera
there?
for a Saints' Eve to remember. Please, join me in welcoming the diva herself, Juna, for a performance of the opera's opening piece. Ladies and gents, enjoy!
Well, Luis, rumor has it you found yourself quite a relic. Then why are you so reluctant to present it? No matter. The race's outcome is beyond your meddling now. Victory is mine.
We made it to the roof. Phew, just in time.
Let's hurry.
We can get down to the chandelier from that building. Hurry!
Finally.
Oh, how badly is this going to end? I can't see this ending anyway other than not well.
We're here. I think we can get down onto that massive chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
Our escape route is secure. We should be able to flee undetected.
Good. Everything's going according to plan so far. But time's running out. From here on, it's all up to him.
All will be fine.
Okay. It's finally time to end this. Juna's song is about to start.
Rise. flies a butterfly, how it pines for the moon up high. Fire calls its name, flying to the flame, burning as free as it can be. Out there, deep and dark in the valley mid.
Focus. You can only get one shot at this.
Fearing in my soul what I can't control. I can't close my eyes to the sunrise. From the shadow of the dark, fingers brush my neck with a remark. Oh, anguish traveler, my name is thine, and thou art I. Like the wind, shine through darkest night. Oh, never stray. Trust your eyes to steer you by. Trembling finger, hold fast to my dream. Dawn will break.
Now!
Nice.
We got him!
Okay, so what happens now? Something tells me there's more to this.
The lance! Hurry!
Uh-oh. Something wrong? Oh no.
What's going on? Is there something blocking it?
Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor! That was our kingdom's lovely songstress, Juna. Moving right along.
It didn't work. Come back.
Well, that's not great.
Hail!
Is it done? The lance should have hit him, but we can't get it back.
Taking that into account.
There's some sort of interference. Luis is doing, no doubt. The lance struck true, yes? Is he slain or not?
Hardly bodes well.
If that is the case, why will the lance not return? No use thinking on it now. We've done all that we can.
Hey!
For the moment, at least, let's get out of here. The longer we stick around, the worse it'll be.
Hurry!
Yeah, this is not going to end well for us. Something tells me he's still, alive down there, because he definitely had some kind of, Wait a minute. Oh, is that Ismay?
Why do you dawdle? Did you get him?
We do not know why, but the lance.
Should we withdraw to retrieve it? Or make our escape?
Lost a lance?
Oh, God.
Perhaps it's this one. At last your allegiance is laid bare. And if this lance wounded me, then I take it the one you provided me was a mere imitation. If you know what the lance is capable of, then surely you understand the situation. Your last hope is gone.
No!
It seems a shame to kill you, but I'm afraid you've gone too far. I have no intention of surrendering, nor of wavering in my convictions. That being said, you truly have impressed me. I will allow you some final words, if you have any.
Say it!
I see your performance has come to an end, Juna.
Yes, the curtain falls. I'm no longer your songbird to keep caged.
So, you too stood with them.
Come on. He's ready to listen, so say it. You know there's something he needs to hear.
June is staring fiercely, prompting my words. The lance has fallen into Luis's hands. We no longer have a means to counter his attack. But there's still hope. Even if we're to even these odds, then there's one thing I can say.
Luis, I challenge you to a duel.
Ah, the very words I was waiting for. You really have done your research. In truth, I intended from the start to entertain such a challenge. I confess it's been a long time.
I mean, we got him.
Your contest is what I've craved.
Look at all the blood. We fucking got him.
More than child's play.
He's just not dead.
So be it. It has been a long time indeed since anyone drew my blood. I will end your life with my own hands.
Then it's to be a direct confrontation after all. As though it was fate all along.
A duel makes the king's magic powerless, which means this trinket is no longer necessary. Then state your name. How do you declare yourself?
I am the hero, and evil shall break before me.
A would-be assassin preaching moral superiority. Very well. If you have the strength, then the truth is yours to decide. My name is Luis Guiaburn. I am the rightful king, he who will forge anew this unworthy country into a utopia. Attack in any number, wield any weapons. But fight with your very lives. If you live by a creed, show me its strength.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, let's see. I definitely want to bring Juna. I might take Yufa out and bring Heisme. I think this should be alright.
Go ahead. Have at me. An attempt on the life of Luis Guiaburn is a folly most cannot afford.
Even Luis can't fight at full strength after that direct lance wound.
We've come this far. Let's fight with all we have, Captain.
Luis, I will make an end of you here.
I should expect no less by a duel's code. So be it. Allow me to even the score.
This is our mission. We'll see justice
Witness our
done.
strength.
Here and now.
Oh, right, I have you as Seeker right now. I forgot about that. Alright, well... Oh, he starts at half health? I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
Raging fire!
By this power.
Let's go with Cyclone.
With blade in hand! Everyone, withdraw!
This is strength!
Okay.
I have your back!
Oh, that would have been a weakness. Oh, is he just targeting me? Yes, he is.
I'll use what I must. Some darker arts.
Watch me! Burn!
I won't hold back. Scour! Come!
I will protect you!
Quite a boon.
Bear witness! I strike to kill! I strike to kill!
Oh, we got a crit, damn it. Okay, this doesn't kill me.
Okay? Try to heal up. The captain's on his last leg.
Advancing, face me!
This may be your only chance to kill me.
Raging fire!
I'm not particularly worried.
With healing power.
I'm obliged.
That helped.
Much thanks.
I'm assuming he has some kind of trick up his sleeve. Because I highly doubt we're just going to be able to get to kill him right here and now.
This is strength. Come. Accept
Royal
my
Coercion.
challenge.
Attack and defense fell sharply. Okay, that's fine.
I strike.
So I think I'm back at what, neutral now?
Captain, your attack is illegal.
Yeah, I'm just at... Okay, so I'm at -1 attack.
This is just what I need. Burn! My mistake.
I won't hold back.
Interesting.
I should use this on myself.
Come! I stand waiting.
Bear witness. I strike.
Draw his attacks off me for a turn. Oh yeah, actually, I should just do that every turn. Oh, he can just defy that? Was not aware he could just not comply with that.
Captain,
Oh, power of kings! Mandible bearing.
Wizard!
Interesting.
Let's come on, help me out. Maybe wizard.
lightning stubborn, hey?
It's okay. Come forth, royal soul. Win. A tough one. Let justice prevail.
Everyone,
This is strength. Come, accept my challenge.
Seriously?
I strike.
Nice. Okay, his -3 hit rate is starting to work now.
Must to the vanguard. I'll use what I must. Apologies.
Oh, I hit once.
Behold this power. Frost! Sorry, my mistake.
By this power.
Interesting.
Scour.
still up? I with blade in hand. Permit shield.
That helps.
Quite a boon.
Bear witness. Come, accept my challenge.
So heavy.
I strike. Kill.
Oh, that does damage.
Accept my challenge.
Okay, buddy.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Face me. Some formidable indeed.
Interesting.
Next time, I'll show you. Freeze over! Oh, don't give up easy.
Jonah, your attack power's down.
We can do this.
Trust me.
Thanks.
Much thanks.
Magic Knight.
Interesting.
Let's shelter formation again. At least get my defense up to +1.
This is
So he's not doing too much damage to me. He attacked Heismack. Oh, thank you, Heismack. Just completely nullify those fucking extra turns of his.
Mandible bearing.
Come forth,
I think this should end it.
wind.
I underestimated you.
There has to be more to this, right? He's not just gonna go down like that.
I feel stronger.
I admit,
I continue to grow.
Tremble before me.
My power swells forth.
Oh, anime cutscene.
Lord Luis, do not interfere. Oh.
Uh-oh.
you falter even now.
Oh, Luis. Oh,
Not
well.
enough, I'm afraid.
Ooh. Way to go, me.
Lord Luis.
A fine blow. You've surprised me. But why? Why are you so intent on killing me?
You of all people should know the answer.
I see now. You were the intruders looking for the formula, I take it. And yet, you have achieved nothing.
Hmm?
What do you mean?
Wow, we actually killed Luis. I do wonder what he meant, though.
Did we do it?
Does that mean that he isn't the one that cursed the prince?
Lord Luis?
At long last.
I'm very worried.
'Tis done. We have brought him to justice. The great, untouchable traitor, Luis Guillaburn, is dead.
Apologies. Things fell apart at the end, and I wasn't thinking straight.
Even so, the outcome is the same. We could not have triumphed without everyone here.
Wait! It's good that we got him and all, but the lance...
Yes! It went down with him.
This looks dire. He's fallen in the middle of the stage.
If Forden spies Luis's body run through with a lance, he'll realize its power in an instant.
We have to get it back.
Even should we save the prince, we'll regret it if Forden ends up with the lance. Yufa, can you call it up?
No. Too late for that. It's already in the middle of the crowd. If we call it up and take it with no explanation, everyone will think us thieves.
Then what do you propose?
First, we need to establish that the lance is ours. Our offering for the ceremony. We'll have to take the stage and announce that ourselves.
Please wait. Do we reveal that we are the ones who slew Luis? Can we afford to declare that openly? We'd be telling your supporters you deceived them and your master both.
She's right! The audience has no idea what's going on! We'll just look like the bad guys!
It's okay. We set out to kill Luis, and the deed is done. Our only failure is in the spectacle we made of it. For now, we need to think of a way to get the audience to see our side.
You want to win their sympathy? What are you even planning to say?
I don't know, but we have to get on stage, now. If we don't explain ourselves fast, we'll never get a chance to.
Wait a minute! Hey!
We've sure made a mess of things.
I know that face. Was that Luis? Someone go and see to him. Is he truly dead?
Allow me.
Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't that the person who was reporting to Luis?
Lord Luis, no.
It is.
He's dead. He's gone.
Your Eminence, this was found off stage. Judging by his wounds, this must have been the murder weapon.
The lance. Is this the divine relic he sent his subordinates after?
His eyes are sightless. His heart beats no more. The man is dead, without question.
I don't think he's dead.
You're absolutely certain?
I checked him thrice over. There can be no more doubt.
Luis, dead? And that can only mean this lance can pierce the barrier of the king's magic.
I apologize for the grotesque display interrupting tonight's performance. We are tardy in arrival, but the lance you hold is our offering to the ceremony.
What? You claim this lance? You mean to say you were the ones who did the deed?
Yes. It is as you say.
God above! How do you justify this?
Years ago, Luis ordered my hometown destroyed. Hulkenberg, our ally before you, was herself a royal guard in service to his late highness. Even the songstress, Juna, aided us on several occasions. Above all else, we are a group who came together to try Luis for his crimes, traitor and kingslayer both. And to do that, we had to enter his company. We took no joy in disguising our true intentions, not from your eminence, nor the people. But today, finally, we have seen justice done. Luis has paid for his sins. And at last, at long last, my parents can rest in peace.
I had not realized you were such an actor.
I don't think he's acting.
Or do you truly weep?
It's just hitting me now. We finally won.
Now, everyone, let's have a
Oh, there go Basilio and Fidelio.
That explains why the songstress was so often with Luis, as well as these brave misfits.
Yeah, they have a positive opinion of us, at least.
I understand. It all makes sense now. I had wondered why a member of the Prince's own guard would fall in with Luis. You have done well to execute the rebel. I am sure that His late Majesty and His Highness must be pleased. And of course, the Sanctus Church recognizes your divine relic. Now we shall greet tomorrow's festivities with fresh peace in our hearts.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
You must be the Lady Hulkenberg. The day His Highness was attacked, I heard you fought harder than any other. Your blade even struck the back of the blackguard
Wait a
who did
minute.
it. Of all his defenders, you came closest to avenging the prince.
How do you know that, Forden?
But where you faltered then, you triumph today. In form and heart, you are a true knight. Is something the matter?
Oh, no. You honor me greatly, Your Eminence.
Now, this lance. The Sanctus Church will confiscate it for now. A lance capable of killing the tournament's candidates would only sow panic and chaos.
Yes, as you wish. We brought it as an offering anyway.
Indeed. You may step down now.
Think you can just walk away, do ya? You owe us a moment or three.
Wow. Rank 5. I finally defeated my arch-nemesis Luis. This should break the prince's curse. I have a feeling Luis is telling the truth when he said he wasn't the one who cursed the prince. Just a feeling.
So you lot were working against us from the start. And you right along with them, Lady Juna.
What was your motive? Why did you kill Lord Luis?
If this was truly a matter of justice and not simply petty revenge, then we owe it to them to explain why we have taken their guiding force. They deserve that much. Captain, do you not agree?
All right. It's time for the truth.
I am sorry if I'm overstepping my mark. I know I'm but the latest to become your ally, but...
No, you speak the truth. We have sought to save the rightful heir to the throne, to break the curse afflicting His Highness the Prince.
What's that? The prince? He's dead, mate. Wait, he is dead, isn't he?
He's dead, all right. You lot will need a better story than that if you don't want to get cut open where you stand.
Well, show you the mirror.
He had to be declared dead in order to protect him. Though he lives, he is bedridden, cursed by magic.
And the only way left to undo that curse was to kill Luis.
Those of us who wanted the prince restored formed a secret faction. And I was a spy in its service, trying to find out if we had any option beyond murder.
I cannot expect you to understand all this immediately. However...
You did this for the prince! His father, the king, was a coward! Puppet of Forden! It was because of him that this country rotted from the inside! And for his son! For his bloody, useless corpse of a son! What made you think his life was worth more than Count Luis?
Worth more? I thought you two hated when people tell you any life weighs more than another.
I myself have never met His Highness. Nor do I know what sort of person he is. but I want to see the future these people believe in.
Despite our many differences of tribe and status, we still banded together. Through them, I saw the possibility of a world united.
Besides, when Luis talked about burning down my island, I thought I saw the shock and despair on your faces too.
Look, you two. Was Luis really a master worth your trust? I think it's worth listening to your hearts now. Even the doubts. I know we'd be happy to have you.
Hold a moment. These two were Luis's right-hand men. I would advise against this.
No. Their hearts are as loyal as any of ours. They but served another master.
Lady Juna. I guess you really were watching out for us. More than we ever knew. I couldn't protect Basilio when it mattered most. They put him through so much for their sudden igniter experiments, and now protecting him's all I've got.
Del.
Maybe it is time to step back. Get away from this bloody business. I guess this was all it took. Count Luis gave us a dream to fight for, but I suppose it was the kind that doesn't feel right after you wake. So, we're drifters now. Maybe we'll open up that restaurant after all, eh? We'll see you around, Lady Juna.
Look, I'm not the smart one, you lot know that, so I don't know whether to punch you or thank you. I've never been this confused in all my life. Damn it, I just don't get it. Damn it. Oh, Del, wait! Don't you wander off like that? You mean all that about the restaurant, yeah?
Never could say what you were feeling. I'm sorry this was all I could do.
Ah, Captain, let us tarry no more. We must check His Highness's condition.
I get the feeling we're not going to like what we say.
Yes, you're right. That should have lifted the curse. What's going on? The cursed thorns haven't disappeared.
But the caster is dead. Forden and his guard were sure to check Luis's body.
Calm down, everyone. We don't want to yell about this in public. Let's go back to the inn for now.
His Highness still suffers under the curse. But Luis is dead. I cannot fathom it.
Maybe we killed a fake. Like his body double. Or something.
No. There's no way that wasn't Luis. We couldn't fight him in person and still be mistaken.
And Luis would have nothing to gain from faking his death, surely. After all, it put the lance in Forden's hands.
Knowing all that, might the curse have been cast by someone else entirely?
But that would mean we killed an innocent person, wouldn't it?
Oh, well, Yufa. Luis was by no means an innocent person.
That bastard was no innocent. He destroyed my home. He murdered the king. And...
True enough, old boy. But that's not why we were out to kill the chap, eh?
That is true, though.
He said it himself. That killing him accomplished nothing. Was it really true?
Yet he had the formula for the curse in his possession.
No, he didn't.
Surely that marks his guilt?
He had an estimation of the formula.
Even so, there remains a modicum of doubt in the matter. Perhaps Luis was researching the curse for another reason. If he was framed, it is possible he aimed to clear his name.
When she saw the formula, Rella did say it was only an outline, likely jotted from memory. So that could mean this wasn't a formula to begin with, just Luis's scratch work. Proof that he was looking for a way to prove his innocence.
But if it wasn't Luis, who else could have...
It had to have been Forden.
That night, His Highness the Prince was already fleeing when I arrived at the scene. I encountered the assailant as I sought to protect His Highness. I pursued and slashed across their back.
Right.
So how would have...
I remember Forden mentioned something about that. Is there anything else you can remember?
Yeah. How did Forden know that, though?
Fie. No, I can recall nothing else. No other clues.
Hulkenberg.
Yet. No. 'Tis odd. I believe this is the first time I have recounted the particulars to anyone. I told the investigators only that I failed to capture the culprit. The shame of my failure kept me silent on the rest.
What? But just earlier, Forden said...
Which means Forden was there, and most likely the one that cursed the prince.
Yes, he told a story that none but the culprit could attest to. How does Forden know?
Could Forden be the one behind all of this?
I have no evidence to say otherwise.
You do realize he's the sanctifex of the entire Dashed Sanctus Church?
Nay, but that does not make it impossible. It wasn't long after the prince's passing that His Majesty named Sanctism the state religion. If not for the matter concerning the king's magic, Forden's claim to the throne would have been unshakable.
Sounds like motive enough to want the prince gone.
We have to find out, even if it's remotely possible. Let's question Forden in person at the main festival tomorrow.
We'll need that divine lance back, too. It's not something we want in Forden's hands, especially now.
Right.
Hey, I'm going to go talk to my sister. She's bound to be somewhere in the city for the Saints' Day festivities.
I have to wonder. Can we even be sure that Rella is on our side?
Sister, I should explain. All that fuss today was... well...
Is it safe for you to come to such a public place?
What? No, it's fine. It's not like we caused a riot or anything. We even explained ourselves to Forden's satisfaction. Actually...
That's not what I meant. You're the songstress, remember?
Ah, yes. Suppose you're right.
I know we talked before about the loophole in the king's protective magic, but I never thought you would be the one to strike Luis down. And that lance you presented, I take it that's why you went to Verger Island.
We didn't mean for it to be such a spectacle. It didn't exactly go according to plan. But at least we kept a tyrant off the throne.
And that's why I was wondering if I could ask you something. About Sanctifex Forden. What kind of man he really is.
Because, well, now that Luis is out of the picture, we know who's got the best chance. A man as powerful as him, well, you know how it is. You hear all kinds of nasty rumors swirling about. I'm just wondering if there's any truth to them.
Tuna, are you seriously trying to dig up dirt on Sanctifex Forden? On Saints' Day of all days?
Oh, loosen up a bit. You can't deny that people talk, and God knows they always have. Especially about the night of the attack. Asking how anyone could sneak into the castle, let alone get to the prince. Whether some official ordered the assassination. Remember when those rumors started? Father was on edge for days. I remember even when I hadn't said anything, he'd scold me and send me away. I don't suppose you ever heard if there was any truth to that. Sorry. I don't mean to dance around it, so it's just not an easy thing to ask about. I was talking with one of our allies, Hulkenberg. She said Forden mentioned something he couldn't have known, unless he was actually there, the night of the attack. Unlikely as it is, if it turns out Forden was involved, she won't suffer him being crowned. She'll be out for vengeance. And you're the eldest daughter of House Cygnus, a Sanctist family. The people would see you as an accomplice to a man who had a hand in killing the royals. I couldn't bear to let that happen. You don't deserve that. I need to know the truth.
Then, suppose His Eminence Forden were guilty of such sin. What would you do with him? with the Sanctus Church.
What do you mean?
Well, I was but a girl of only 12 years. I knew nothing about the inner workings of the crown theocracy.
Oh?
Sister? What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. If a tad overworked. All these new developments and tragic events, I'm just run a little ragged, that's all.
Sister.
I'll be fine. Really. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. If I am to be the people's saint, I must be strong enough to play the part. Maybe I'll hold off on the harder drinks today, just to be safe. It's been a long time since we could spend some simple time together like this. It's like we're just two sisters visiting Montario for the holiday. I'll see you again soon.
Seems Juno wasn't able to get much from Rella.
About that.
If Rella won't talk, then we'll have no choice but to pry the truth out of Forden tomorrow.
Let's rest.
I'm sure you got lots on your mind, but I can tell that you're tired. Let's just rest up and get ready for tomorrow. Oh boy. Could Forden truly have killed His Highness? If the attack was by his hand, we must have our answers from him, no matter the means. The true culprit behind the curse must be brought to justice, and fast. His Highness's life is at stake.
That's Luis.
Luis was by no means an innocent man, but we've still killed someone we shouldn't have. It's not so much that I feel guilty, but I have a sense of foreboding. I hope it's only my imagination. Forden, that cur. I'd long believed the church was not as pristine as it presented, but this... If he truly was the man behind the attack, we must reclaim the spear, and swiftly. We've finally taken down our greatest foe, yet it seems we can't celebrate just yet. I was naive to think taking down Luis would solve our problems. We murdered Luis, but the prince's curse is unbroken. We went through so much to get here, but I can't help but feel conflicted. And to make things worse, Rella seems to be hiding something. She's never been a very good liar. Yeah, she's definitely hiding something. But I guess we'll have to figure out what that is in the next episode, because it is getting late, and this episode is already long enough as it is. So, I guess we'll find out what happened tomorrow. So, I'll see you all then. Bye!